Spirits, what parting message can you give to the people who are listening to the stream? Life and afterlife. What kind of message can you give them to depart? To depart with? What kind of message can you give them? Kind of positive. Not positive. No. Okay. What kind of positive-ish message can you give them? Universe. Some words to depart with. Okay, thanks. Okay. Okay. That's really scuffed. Okay, we'll take you as well. It's all legit readings, everyone who else is tuning into this now at this hour. It's all legit readings. Seven of Swords. Yeah, I think it's showing up on camera. Yeah. My intuition tells me that not all of this will be a message directed to you. If I can think or I can sense. Some of them might all relate to you, some of them might not relate to you. Take everything with a grain of salt, as I can say. Don't take everything to heart. All messages may benefit you, but not all messages might benefit you. So I'm just going to read all of them out. Whichever seems right to you, take those words and take them to heart. Because these are the message from the universe they want to advise you on. Or at least perhaps warn you on. These are all not yes and no answers. So you have been warned, you have been told. Remember, grain of salt, this is all for fun. This is all alleged readings. So the first card, Page of Pentacles, reversed. To those who resonate with this card, to those who resonate with this Page of Pentacles card reversed, it reads, you may lack focus or may be overwhelmed by work demands. You may be procrastinating, not taking advantage of the opportunities, or holding yourself back from making your dreams come true. Trust that you have what it takes and focus on what you can learn from the past mistakes. Today's mistakes can lead you to tomorrow's success. That's for the first card. The second card, for anyone who relates to this, the Star. Top right. You are likely to find yourself feeling inspired. You have renewed hope and faith, and a sense of being truly blessed by the universe. You are entering a peaceful, loving phase in your life, filled with calm energy and personal growth. That's for the Star. Moving to the Devil. Remember, all this may not relate to you. All this may relate to you. Take everything with a grain of salt. Pick whichever message that I just said from the universe to you to heart. I do not think I am making sense, but I am also making sense. To those who resonate with the Devil card, you are being seduced by the material world and physical pleasures. You may be at the effects of negative habits, dependencies, behaviors, thought patterns, relationships, and addictions. It represents your shadow or darker side and the negative forces at play. Use discretion in your personal and business matters and try to let go of fear. That's the Devil card. People who resonate with the Nine of Cups reversed. You may be struggling to achieve your goals, or you may have gotten what you wanted but lost it. Or you have everything you ever dreamed of, but it feels like something is missing, and there is a feeling of dissatisfaction and a lack of fulfillment. Have you pursued material gain at the expense of your spiritual growth and emotional fulfillment? Focus on what you already have and ask yourself how you can better work towards your goals. For that is the reading for this card. For Seven of Swords. There might be deception around you, or someone is getting away with something. Now it is important to act strategically and be resourceful. Have open and honest discussions and stay away from things that feel suspicious or too good to be true. But keep in mind that acting tactically can be an advantage to a certain degree sometimes. For some of these cards, I guess I have a feeling I should pull a bit of extra, just to help you guys. People who have chosen this card, I can sense, or at least based on why the universe would give you this card, was probably most likely you're a bit worried about something in life currently. So the universe is trying to give you comfort in things. Don't worry, the stars are shining upon you. The universe are shining upon you. They're telling you you're okay. Just stay calm. You're fine. I think like for majority, this is a warning. Seven of whoever chose or whoever is like, was attracted to this card. They say warning. This is a warning for you guys. What was the Page of Pentacles again? I think some of these cards are like warning cards, including the Devil. This is like warning. Like most of these are like warnings, except for like the stars. Oh god, excuse me. Page of Pentacles. Oh god, where is it? We'll pick the first card. The warning for this, the TLDR warning for this is that, this is something to do with work. This is a work-related issue. So people who are doing something relating to work, be mindful. Trust. Just basically the universe is just telling you that you can do it. Don't be too hard on yourself. You can do it. Don't be too hard on yourself. As they say, today's mistakes can lead you to tomorrow's successes. So the universe message for this is basically telling you that just don't give up. Don't give up is one of the message. Another one is, like I said, today's mistakes is tomorrow's successes. So don't push yourself too hard if you made a lot of mistakes today at work or the next day when you wake up or like the day you watch this or just in general when you see this. The message from the universe is just that don't be too hard on yourself. If you made mistakes today, just live with it. It just like all I can say is like just live with the things, the errors you've done today, and the importance is just learn from your mistakes. That's it. The importance is learn from your mistakes of today's incidents. It's bad if you don't learn from them. That's what the universe is telling you to do. I don't need to shuffle. I just need to pull. Three of Wands. I'll pull for... That is not a good card. I don't know why this appeared under people who picked them off one, but we'll look into that in a bit. I didn't pull one for the stars because this is already a positive message as it is. It is fine on its own already. Three of Wands. Not reversed. This is not reversed. Mind you, there was a hard shuffle. When I did this, is a super hard shuffle. So, this is a peer on actual reading. Like, whatever I did with the Three of Wands, those are like, because these are new cards to me, I wasn't very sure how to use them. But these cards, I already used them for quite some time already, so like, I more or less understand what's going on and some of the messages that is very obvious. Anyways, Three of Wands for those who pick this section. Okay, so additional I guess take it as additional advices or like just more things the universe wants to tell you for about this. You're experiencing life, spread your wings, seeking adventures. You might be moving abroad, trading overseas, or are involved in a long-distance relationship and holiday romance. You are free, confident, move forward, planning forward. Your hard work is paying off. So, like I said with the whole, if today's mistakes, don't push yourself too hard. Keep going. Don't be too hard on yourself, because even the universe is saying that, you know, you're experiencing life. This is all part of life itself. This is all part of life's journey. And the important factor is that your hard work is paying off. So that's for that part line. That's for this section. This is the message for you guys from the universe. We talked about the star already. I'll go past you. I won't say I'll clip it, but I'll highlight it, I guess. And then for the people with the who were attracted to the devil card when they saw me pull it. Four of Swords usually, I guess, something to do with resting. Four of Swords basically not reversed says, you might feel drained of energy and mentally overloaded from trying hard to achieve something. This can be resolved with relaxation, reflection, and meditation. It is important to take things easy for a while. You may need some alone time, focus on recuperation and introspection, self-protection, and recovery. Very makes sense, I can say. It makes a lot of sense with the fact of Devil being the card of too much self-indulgence. So, whatever you're indulging yourself in, whoever the people who picked this card, whatever fuck you've been indulging yourself, it is time for a rest. It is time for a break. The universe is telling you to stop. Get some rest. Look back. The devil again. Yeah, anything to do with like the material world, physical pleasures, like those are the things. Negative habits, dependencies, behaviors, patterns, relations, and whatever addictions. Trying to let go of fear. Yeah. It's totally just telling you to stop whatever you're you know, hardcore doing to yourself. Because the devil really does talk about some things like seduction and stuff. So whatever you're on currently, when you picked, or like, you know, when the card was calling to you on sight, you better stop and go rest. Maybe a gaming addiction, maybe a content addiction, maybe you're watching too much, whatever it is, or maybe you're playing too, like a gaming addiction, playing too much a specific game. It's time to think about self-care already. I don't want to talk about meditation because it is a very touchy subject, but that's mostly what I can see. Maybe whatever you're doing is causing you a lot of rest, lack of sleep, affecting your RL work and stuff, whatever it may be. It's time to stop, it's time to rest and recuperate. is what the universe is saying for whoever picked this section. Not this section, but like whoever picked this file. That is the message the universe wants to embark with you. Whenever the day, whenever the time you're looking or listening to this, that is the message from the universe. The advice, technically. So people who picked Nine of Cups reversed. Where is it? Okay, so this one talks about, I stated earlier on, struggling to achieve things. Okay, so like I said, so for people who picked the Nine of Cups reverse, you're either category 1 or 2. You're either people who are trying to achieve goals or you have the things in mind but you're not happy or satisfied with it. Basically that's the summary of the Nine of Cups. Yeah, you're either A or B. You're either A, struggling, B, you have it all but you're not happy. Focus on what you already have and ask yourself how you can better work towards your goal. So I can't really say much from this. Like, I don't have much take I can embark on you personally. Other than like I'm just reading off based on the guidebook itself because like that itself is a how to say that itself is already a good suggestion and an answer as it is. Like focus on what you already have and ask yourself how you can better work towards your goal. So the additional advices or who knows, maybe it could be a warning. Is Page of Wands first. You may feel unmotivated, lethargic, uninspired. You may fail to launch a project, have setbacks, fail to commit, don't find your passion, or have self-limiting beliefs. Inner child issues can come to surface. Think about what is holding you back. Focus on your spiritual path. Gain understanding. Nothing is permanent and this phase is too shall pass. Okay, so the energy of it is the same. It's under the same tree. I'm just gonna tell you that. So I don't know. I'm just thinking. One of you guys who may have, you know, stumbled upon this, like listening to it, might think that, you know, me pulling this directly underneath this card, it's kind of fake, but it's not because the energy is under the same tree. So this is for you. This is a message directed to the universe for you. Because Nine of Cups already stated about like you're either A or B. A being those people who are struggling, B people who are very dissatisfied with what they already have already. And then the sign of the page with like, you know, the English with the card Page of Wands appearing underneath this card, which already states about like a lot of negative things, like, you know, I'm unmotivated, you know, being lethargic and not inspired. So mayhaps for the people struggling, that's what you're going through. Yeah, maybe that's for the people who are struggling. People who may have been dissatisfied with things, maybe it's the other message, which is the inner child issues that are coming back to surface, which is, I guess, trauma, I think. Uh, with, I guess, childhood trauma, it correlates with something holding you back. Maybe that's why maybe that's why you're not satisfied with what you already have. You may have achieved everything you have already in mind, but you're not satisfied, but maybe it's because something to do with a childhood trauma you had. That's why you're not satisfied with what you're having now. So for the people who are struggling, again, not just people who are struggling, just in general, people who pick this one, may it be you had it all, but you're not happy, you're struggling, basically you're struggling and you're trying your best. As they said, as the booklet says, and as the universe says, nothing is permanent and this path too shall pass. So just keep trucking away as it is. Keep going. You'll eventually get through this issue. Get through this problem you're having through. Let me pull one more card for you. Ten of Pentacles. Reversed. Your guys are not having it. Thing. Yeah, you guys are like fucking. SMH. So basically it reads, you might be placing too much focus on short-term successes while harming your long-term potential. You might have created wealth but neglected your relationships and well-being. Or there may be financial instability in your life right now, or conflict within love and family, or domestic disputes over money. Take a step back and evaluate whatever your decision right now will lead to a positive and negative outcome in the future. Whoever picked this pile, I'm not going to pull any more cards for you because like there's a lot of, how do you say, issues that correlate to it all stems from yourselves. This is things you have to settle on your own because no amount of advices and warnings from the universe is able to help you until you yourself make a change. That's at least how I feel. Like, there's a sense that you might want me to look more into this, but like, that's all I can say for people who picked this pile, the Nine of Cups pile. Not Nine of Cups pile, the Nine of Cards, Nine of Cups line, I can say, or energy. There's nothing I can say or do that can advise you, or like any messages I can say from the universe to you that can help you anymore. Then everything stems from yourself. In order to change your path, or in order to find, I guess, better fulfillment, or to just, you know, feel much happier with life, at this point it all stems all about yourself at this point. So look into yourself. Don't force yourself too much. Not per se force yourself, but like look at what's troubling you, look at what's the issue from, like try to just help yourself. I can't really advise on anything per se of like what is trying to help yourself under, like what it means, because like we all are struggling with different types of demons every day. So whatever you may be struggling with, I only can say deal with it the best of you can in order to find satisfaction. For the people struggling with things, it will pass. Don't beat yourself too hard about it. This issue will pass. For the people who are dissatisfied with things, you probably had a lot of you probably have some baggages to settle, you can say. Once you settle said baggages, mayhaps you might feel much more satisfaction from the things that you achieve now or something. Like after you settle that, you'll probably be more happy with your achievements or whatever it is that you have. I don't know, my brain is thinking of like something about like spoiled brat or something. Not spoiled brat. One of the people who are like dissatisfied with the things they already have. You're probably a spoiled person, like spoiled brat or something. But anyways. Yeah. That's all I can say for the energy in this pile. So moving on to the people who put the Seven of Swords. I'm sorry to say you got the Tower card, which is something really scary. I can say. Oof is a very oof card to get. Take a deep breath for you people. Let me reread this card. Seven of Swords. So, Seven of Swords, basically... Oh boy. Ooh, ooh. Ooh. I'm gonna take a sip of water first. Children, whoever picked this pile, whoever picked this energy, if you were drawn to this card, I only can say I'm so sorry. Reminder, the Seven of Swords card, this card basically when it appeared, basically the message was deception is around you, or someone is getting away with something. And it's advising you that there is some shady shit going on. Whichever person, whoever is looking into this video, and if you resonate with this card, it says that someone is shady. There's someone shady in your life currently, or like there's some shady stuff going on in your life. It's telling you to be careful. It's a very, very hard warning. So, heed the warning, I guess. Heed the warning from the universe. Act strategically and be resourceful is one of the advices. Okay, some of these advices may be helpful, some of these advices may not be helpful. It depends on what situation you are in, whoever resonates with this card. It depends on your situation. Don't use all the suggested advices from the guidebook that I read out for you. But yeah. So for some, acting strategically and being resourceful can be a good way to help you, you know, get by with the whole deception of someone getting away with something. That is one thing that can be helpful to you. To others, it might not be, but it is something you should. The other advice they said was to have open and honest discussions. Like I said, open and honest discussions are, how do you say? It may work for some, it may not work for, some. It's definitely something that will not work for all. Who knows? Maybe you're in a relationship, I guess. If you're in a relationship, have an open and honest discussion. Maybe something to do with a relationship, or like maybe it's coming out to your family members or coming out to your friend or something. Maybe having the open and honest discussion might be a good solution. But if it's something to do with corporate based stuff, I suggest not to do that. Don't have an open and honest discussion if it's something to do with work related things. It's what's telling me. So yeah. Act strategically and be resourceful. Maybe good for work. Maybe that's the one that's good for work. But if you're saying something more emotional and more heart-to-heart content kind of thing, relationship-based ones, use the open and honest discussion method as your foundation to steer clear about the Seven of Swords warning. And the final suggestion the advice they gave was to stay away from things that feel suspicious or too good to be true. So for this idealism, it stands for the idea that you might get scammed. I only can say that you might get scammed if you are not careful about this. So don't hold on. Okay, hold on. Like I was saying, I got distracted slightly, but like, sorry. So for, okay, I was thinking like, something to do with scams. So for this one, okay, we are all smart. We're not gonna get scammed by the phone calls or anything, or like email scams. We might not get scammed by those, but like, who knows? Maybe a nice business opportunity might be coming up or something, and then like, I mean, usually that's how it is. A nice business opportunity, a nice way to make money. Like that's how scams are usually like. Or maybe someone's gonna ask you to invest in something. I don't fucking know, NFTs or something. Fair warning, do not. Just do not. Whatever, for some people, whatever upcoming offers are coming up to you, or whatever offers that sound too, like I said, sound too good to be true, be careful about those offers. Look into those offers, look up the background of who's offering it to you. Could be some kind of insurance, I don't know. Like, insurance is the first thing that comes to mind. Look at the company who is providing the insurance to you. Background check on the insurance agent who is selling the insurance to you as well. Who knows? Maybe they are like one of those not money launderers, but like, you know, not money pinchers as well. Just dirty money people. Something around those like dirty money people. They're just like unethical people or something. Like, you know those people you see from news or TV shows that saying like, oh, they pinch money from the company or something, or like basically they scam you and then they take your money instead of the money going to the company. Something like those idealistics or like that mindset is what I can explain about that whole look into the background of the person selling you the insurance. The voice is getting more hoarse now. But after this, I'm actually going to end stream. I'm going to rest and go and end stream. But like these are just like messages I should I want to depart for everyone from the universe to you guys. Seven of Swords. Oh, okay. Another thing that just came to mind. The mayhaps a promotion is something that came to mind as a kind of like a scam. Okay, people who might not. Okay, how do you say this? To some people, promotions are a good thing. To some people, some others, maybe that promotion is not as good as you think. Said promotion could mean you are getting more shit jobs, or like basically you're doing more back end log work, or you know, kind of like a. Okay, there's a dialect. Yeah, that's the word dialect. There's something called saikang, which basically means you're doing a lot of shit jobs. Sai means shit. Kang means job or work. So when we mean like shit work or like shit jobs, we don't mean okay, Breezy left the race. I need to remove her. So when I say shit jobs or like that, it just means a lot of those pack meal like jobs. Like if you were to have to buy coffee for your boss, or your boss asks you to bring their dry cleaning for them, or you know, just a lot of really not worth your time jobs. Like it's not worth the pay kind of job. They say it's a promotion, but it's not worth the pay kind of job. So maybe if one of your colleagues or your boss offers you a promotion, be careful of said promotion, is what I can think or what I can advise. But like I said, take everything with a grain of salt. This is all alleged readings. But just be careful. It just like this. The energy just says just be careful with a lot of things. Whoever was attracted to this pile, just be careful about your decisions. Okay. Let's see what else I can interpret from this. Yeah, okay, so the other line was keep in mind that acting tactically can be an advantage to a certain degree sometimes. So about like the whole business thing I mentioned about, and especially with the whole work promotion thing, the idea of like acting, you know, tactically to a certain degree, that's something you should keep in mind. Sure, you may be smart, but don't act too smart, you know. It might not be a good idea. um, some messy things might get out of hand if you are too arrogant, is what's coming to mind. So yeah, the universe is advising you to be careful of these things, like just don't act too arrogant is what I'm thinking, or like intuitively thinking is the answer. Be smart, but not too smart. That doesn't make sense, but to some people it does, in the sense of like, tread carefully. Is the warning. So, you got, and so I pulled one more card for you for this pile because I thought you guys needed a warning, but, how do you say? It's a good warning, but it's sometimes a bad warning because, in some ways it symbolizes your downfall if you don't heed whatever I just explained about this card. Like whatever situation I just explained for this. You don't heed the warnings. Extreme changes are on the horizon. The Tower card, no matter which tarot set you buy, wherever this goes, it symbolizes extreme change. Reverse or non-reverse. This card always symbolizes extreme change. So, heed whatever warnings I told you in this card just now, because if you do not, this is what's going to happen to you. The Tower will happen to you. Extreme changes will happen. Extreme changes is on the horizon if you do not heed said warnings. I will still read out what this means. It's not going to matter much because it's really just that, you know, extreme changes. Okay, so the Tower, basically the card reads, a sudden unforeseen change is coming, which may mean destruction, liberation, revelation, or spiritual awakening. Your world may come crashing down before you in ways you could never have imagined. But new opportunities are emerging. I already hydrated and posture check. Thank you. So yeah, like I said, like even I mean, like I knew before reading that to you guys that the Tower already symbolizes the extreme change. Okay, maybe. Okay, I'm being generous here. I'm feeling generous. I'm trying to think of the words. Spirits, what can you advise on the people who pick the Seven of Swords? What can you advise them when change is upon them? What kind of message can you give them? Two of Wands. Reversed. Okay. I remember what 2 of 1s mean, but like, yeah, anyways. Okay, so the card reads as, you might decide staying put and choosing the safest option due to fear of change. Very ironic. Very, very ironic. Fear of change and the fear of the unknown. Or you might have gotten what you wanted, but you are discontent with your achievements. Draw attention inwards to focus on your personal goals and find your inner enlightenment. So that is basically the last parting words I can give for the people who picked this pile's energy. Heck W. This is no, like, trick or anything. I legit heart shuffle all this, so like this is all as it should be, as fate entails you, as the universe entails you, as destiny entails you. I legit did a wash shuffle. So like, yeah, this happened as it is. Like these are the message for whoever picks whatever pile or whichever card is you're attracted to. And like I said, I have no other messages for this. Like this is like the best I can say. Like I'm doing this intuitively, as in like this is the only message I can embark for anyone who else who is reading into this already. Like there's no need for me to pull any more other cards for this too, because like I said for this pile, you gotta change yourself for the better or the worse to improve yourself. Not per se improve yourself, but it's more of a to find happiness or to find enlightenment is the idea. So yeah, that's for you guys. And then for this one, they're just telling you buckle your seats. Whatever the fuck you did on the, you know, whatever you trying to be a smart bitch about. Like, you know, you may have heard the warning I gave you for this, and you try to be smart, but be minded, please mind the fact that I did tell you you should be careful and not be too smart about things. Because they did say, it goes only a certain way. Not per se certain way, but like, it can go so much, you know? You can do so much. You can be smart so much. Until, you know, something you do fucks it up. Like, you could, like I said, if this is again related to work-related things, maybe someone of higher management, let's just say, as an example, your job could be at jeopardy because you try to be too smart about it. You try to negotiate something with whoever is of the higher authority. They were upset by you and they asked that you were fired. This is not a prediction, this is just an assumption, and this is just an example. So, due to you getting fired because you're being too smart for your own good, might cause a lot of big changes. Financial wise, you know, financial is usually what comes with jobs, so like, you know, there might be a lot of hardcore financial changes. But, you know, because of said changes, the whole idea of like you staying put and choosing the safest option because you're afraid of the change and the unknown. Okay. How do I say this? Okay, there's something I want to say, but I'm like, the words are stuck. Because like the words in the sentences are like it relates to like either A or B. Right? You're either the 2-3 categories, depending on like whichever messages relates to you or relates to you most. Um, because of this change thing, you can relate to whatever situation differently. The idea of like you staying put, and then the idea of picking the safer option, and it's there. You're either A, stay still, or like B, safest option. There's a saying that the safest option is never the best option, and there's the idea of like staying put is never the best option as well. Thank you for the hydrate. So whatever change that may comes to you, it's never. Okay, this doesn't relate to the whole like you getting fired thing, but like how do you say this? Oh god, my head is everywhere. My brain is desaturating already. It's diverting very far from the idea already. Like my brain is already fried from thinking about that. So I'm just gonna take it as assumption. If I didn't want to think about it, I didn't want to think about it. Could be a warning that maybe if I have said that, it could have been a bad sign. But anyways, might decide to stay put, choosing your safest option, the fear of change and fear of the unknown. Yeah, I think the universe has just left my fucking brain cells because I literally have nothing. My head straight up feels empty now. Oops. Well, oops. But anyways, like, you know, the idea of like staying put is never the best option. Because who knows? Maybe danger might lurk in the corner behind you. Choosing the safest option is never the best option in the sense of like it's too safe kind of idea. But how do you say? There's a lot of other situations that, you know, you can't really say. Like I said, everything sounds like a very depends on a lot of situation moment. But whatever changes may come to you for whatever fucking decisions you did on this specific time, specific day, be warned, it is best to not stay put. What I can say. And like I said, the safest option is never the best option. Because the only reason why you're doing this is because you're afraid of change and the unknown. So let's just say about the whole job opportunity. You might have gotten fired or like you ended up begging for your job back or something. Or like, who knows, maybe it's a relationship based thing. Maybe they're asking for a breakup or like maybe you guys are fighting over something. Like there could be like a stalemate or something. And then both of you guys are staying put. Basically, you guys aren't going to address the issue. Like, okay, the whole deception thing, with correlation of relationships, like the whole like someone may be cheating on you, and then your solution was to stay put until one of them confesses, or like either A, talk brings it up, or B, gets caught. Like, there's something like around those ideas or something. So like that's the idea of like the staying put bullshit. That it's not the best. It's not the best thing. So just don't. It's just telling you just don't. The other advices is to draw your attention inwards and focus on your personal goals and find your inner alignment. So basically just trust in your inner gut. When this change does fall upon you, this hardcore change falls upon you, fall back to yourself, think hard about this, don't make rash decisions is what I'm getting at. Because if you make rash decisions, it's not going to do you any justice as much as it is already. Yeah, I think that's all I can say. Yeah, that's all I can say for this pile. So whichever one, I'll highlight this whole section. Maybe I'll upload it on YouTube. But like, scratch go. So take whichever card, the first card on the front here resonates with you. That is the message for you for whenever you're listening to this, either in the day or you're thinking about this for the next day. Or maybe you're listening to this at the night. Maybe like you're beating yourself over whatever happened on that day. Maybe these messages might comfort you, like especially the Star one and the Page of Pentacle one. Like maybe this two might resonate with the fact of like it's comforting for you. Stop. So like because this two talks about beating yourself up for things you've done, or maybe you're worried about things. Like the Star one for people who are worried about something. This one is like if you have made mistakes doing work hours or something. This one talks about over self-indulgence, sassy business, and this one was you're just a spoiled person or struggling. The spoiled brat, if not you're struggling. So yeah, basically that's what I got from this. I don't think there's anything else I can do or read. Like the only other option I can do is to use my Enchanted Blossoms to give another final this is tarot. Those are oracles. The blossom ones are oracles. So the oracles basically for those are like self-enlightenment ones as well. So like a message for you to take with you as well. Let me think about that. No, let me go into silence for a bit to think about it and drink water. Okay. Universe, what messages can you give us now? What departing messages from the blossoms can you give us before we end today? That's the one. What departing message can you give us before we end stream? Thoughtfulness. Confidence. I'm pulling tree only because my intuition tells me to pull only tree. So this doesn't have to relate to specifically which pal you chose earlier on. This can be a general thing for everyone. So the purpose behind this oracle set is, like I said, it's a self-enlightenment oracle. Like a lot of my oracles are mostly about self-enlightenment, things to help you along the way. They are not cards that warn you of anything. They're cards that advise you, and kind of like a pick-me-up card set or something. Yeah, you can. Yeah, like most of the oracles I have are like advices and pick-me-ups, basically. So, I'll read the first one. Serenity. I'm a scuff tarot card reader, just be saying, because I always have to use a guidebook just to explain any of these things. But like, aside from the guidebook explanation, like half of the rest is all intuitive based. Things that I think should be said and should not be said are just there. I'm not filtering myself. I'm just being very honest. Like these are just things that intuitively what I think should be said. So Serenity. Your flower is a lavender. The butterfly. Oh Lord Jesus, I can't fucking read this. It's a provincial fritillary. I don't fucking know what the fuck that is. But like, I'll give you guys a closer look on that creature. Yeah, so that's the flower and that's the creature. So that's one of the cards. So this card basically reads, it can be difficult to stay calm and relaxed during the daily roundabouts of a stress-riddled life. This card is coaxing you to take a step back and make quiet time in your day. You are also reminded to approach all situations with a calm and level head. There is no reason to make more stress for yourself. So take a deep breath and relax. While you may not find total inner peace, using a 5 minutes mindfulness exercise to clear your headspace will help you approach a situation with a ready and open mind. Make sure you relax into a calm, peaceful state of being in the evening so that you may get a good night's rest. So for those people who may be listening to this before you sleep, breathe for that 5 fucking minutes. Relax yourself and don't stress yourself. You know, calm, relaxation before the sleep. Because if you don't do that, I can guarantee you, you might get a fucking nightmare or a stress dream later before you sleep. You want that nice 8 hours of sleep, 6 hours of sleep? You better take that 5 minutes to relax yourself. Okay, anyways, another message from here. Something you should, I guess, say to yourself. Like, the words of self-enlightenment, whatever it is. So basically the words reads as, how can I approach my day with calmness and serenity? This is a message that you yourself should take to heart and question yourself, you know, how you should, basically, you know. So yeah, that's the first card. Anyways, second card, you got House Slip and Duke of Burgundy. So this is your butterfly and flower. And the word is thoughtfulness. Okay. Thoughtfulness should be an easy thing to accomplish, as we spend most of our waking hours thinking about things. And yet, many thoughts fly through our minds, unbind and unnoticed. This card challenges you to pay more attention to the thoughts in your head. Be mindful of how you think about yourself and others. Pay close attention to the language you use in your self-talk. Being aware of what is going on in your head is the first step to discovering who you are. It also helps you assess the way you handle yourself and your thoughts about people and situations. Choose your thoughts carefully and mold them into more positive dialogue with yourself. So in general sense, this is a very, like I said, I've been mentioning the word self-care quite often in this stream. When tarot card readings mentions a lot of self-care. We do tarot card readings mostly to gather self-care and a lot of things to warn us about a lot of things. Like these things are usually done to help you get by in life better. Like, you know, it's all about self-enlightenment when it comes to tarot card reading. So this card in general sense talks about self-care with the idea of the words you use in your self-talk. So when I talk about self-talk, it's basically words when you say to yourself. Like, you know, calling yourself stupid, calling yourself a lot of hateful things. Like, if you're overweight, you call yourself fat. If you're stupid, you call yourself stupid. Like, when, you know, there's the feeling of when you call yourself stupid ironically or like as a joke, and then there are times when you call yourself stupid because you actually feel like you're stupid in a non-ironic and joke manner. Like, you know, a lot of those negative self-hate kind of thing. So when they talk about your word choice for self-talk, they're talking about be positive with yourself. So, like I said, self-care. But anyways, messages you should carry with you. What did I think about today? How do I talk to myself? So, those are the messages or the advices you kind of bring with you, or you should carry with you when in regards to the thoughtfulness oracle card. And then lastly, we have the word confidence, which is so your flower for this card is basically the Hepatia, And the butterfly indicated is the Baltimore checkered spot. I'm probably pronouncing like all this butterfly names wrong. They're kind of long. I'm gonna lie. Like, so that's the confidence card. It reads as confidence is knowing the truth of something beyond a shadow of doubt. This card is asking you to believe in yourself no matter what you are currently trying to achieve. Have faith in who you are and what you're trying to do. Move throughout your life with your head held high, assuring of your truths, and you will be amazed at the doors that open for you. Poise can be more important than knowledge and understanding. There are many traits you can gain, but you must start with confidence. That's basically what it reads. And the words of advice are... I'm not going to say words of advice, but the words you should carry with you are... What will I do with confidence today? I mean, it's very, very self-explanatory as to like what this card means already, as it is. Just talks about being confident. Like, if I guess like in regards to some of these things, the universe is just trying to tell you to be confident for yourself. Like, the whole idea of like just find confidence in yourself. If you don't feel confident, feel confident. Like, just do it. That I think kind of correlates with this one, also with the whole self-talk thing. With the fact that, you know, your words directed to people and to yourself. If you tell yourself you're not confident, you will always feel not confident. So with the factor, I guess, confidence coming up, the universe is suggesting to tell yourself that you have the confidence, you have it in you. You can do it, basically. The universe is telling you you can do it. Don't give up. So yeah, I think. Let me see. Move through your life with your head held high, assure of your truths, and you will be amazed at the doors that open for you. Yeah, I don't really have much to say. Like, everything's already needed to be said. I don't really have anything I should be explaining about most of its cards anyways. Like, there's not really, like I said, self-explanatory. Everything's there already. So yeah. I think I'm just going to end stream now. I've said what has been said. I've delivered whatever messages that should be delivered to you guys from the universe as the parting words before I end stream today.